that here in this screen, like there are many offering in the screenshot. So even we know that like these name procurement, manufacturing, order management. So these are responsibilities name in EBS, but in Oracle Cloud we we are saying offering. Okay, and there are we can see that like a few example of offering like supply chain planning, okay, warehouse management, quality management, right, etc. And some basic setups we need to complete, right, whenever we try to use cloud application. So like roles and user creation. Without user creation we cannot log in any application. So same thing happen even in EBS, so same thing in cloud also, right? Some security, okay, and security setup organization. You like it suppose you want to pick or ship any quantity, I mean to items, right, or finished good, then we need organization, and the organization other setup we need to define. Other things like unit of measure, flex fields, right? And some common setup like need to create item assignment, catalog, category, structures, calendars are very important. Okay, so just for example, like suppose we want to set up inventory, then we need to do some basic setup like material status, sub inventory and locator, transaction sources, picking rules, assignment, receiving ship and shipping parameter. Yeah, so these are the setup. So you can see that like some basic navigation. Okay, so in this page we can see that like layout. So for example, you can see that like in home page with springboard with display group of tasks you can perform based on your role. So role is very important in cloud. Even in my previous video I little bit I give the overview about roles. So everything, suppose you are a cloud, if for example you are using cloud application, right, and you want to perform anything, then for a specific task what you want to perform should be you have that specific role, then you will do that. Okay, and similarly like Infolets, we can see that in application also, but in the in this presentation we can see that Infolet. Okay, some analysis and some graphs we can see that like in analytics, right. Yeah, so moving next now. So you can see that like this is global header. Okay, so in EBS we also know like header and line label. So here global header. Okay, so you can see that in left side that is navigator. Okay, search. If you want to search, then you can search. It's like you can see that here search. Okay, and this is the navigator and logo. This is vision. Okay, but suppose cloud for any organization want to implement a cloud application, then that particular organization name should be showing here like that logo. Okay, and here help, you can see that it's not showing properly, but I will show you in application favorite. Okay, home page. Suppose you are in different task and you want to move on home page, then you can click here, then directly come to home page. Here setting an action, you can see that this is username. Okay, and when you click on username, then there is a option like setting an action. Okay, and when you go in setting an action, then you for setup related like whatever setup you want. Okay, you need to go via setting and action like inventory setup or procurement or manufacturing or supply planning or demand planning, right? And you can see that here. Uh, just a minute. Uh, yeah. So using the navigator. like when you click on navigator, then you can see that like this. So here when we click on order management, no, below the order management, supplies and execution, then you can see that like some name like work definition, work some work education. Okay, so all these are called, this area is called work area. Okay, and these are called navigator menu. Then using work area, so how can you work uh, in work area? Okay, so when you are in work area, then uh, in the work area there are different options. So as per your requirement you can open and you can do your work. Okay, so and one very important thing like application help. So here we can see that in in classic user interface, but we can also see application help in Redwood, user interface. Okay, so now I'm going to application, so it will be easy to uh, so that so you can see that here. Uh, for example, I'm in supplies and execution, and I just open inventory management. Okay, so you can see that like uh, these are called uh, inventory management and Infolet. Okay, and for example, suppose you want to go in task, then just actually why I'm trying to explain these things, because when you open first time, then you need this thing like what is this. So infolets. Okay, so in the landing page, okay, landing page, we are saying this is the landing page. When you open the inventory management from the task, then we can say this is the landing page. Okay, or in this landing page these are the infolet, like peak, like cycle count, late cycle count sequence, on hand value. Okay, so we can say these are infolets. Okay, one more thing, it's very important, and we already discussed like this is the help favorite. Okay, so watch list. Okay, and it's notification. Like suppose you are the supervisor and any buyer create a PO and ask for your approval, then you can also see some notifications. So you can just click there and you can approve it. Okay, so yeah, so these are the things. Now next, for example, I'm just going to home, and one thing I think we already discussed, but this is the work area. Okay, when we click in supply chain education, then work definition, and these are the part of work area. Okay, uh, yeah, one more thing, this is very important, I want to explain, that is, you can see that here. Okay, so I'm just opening here, like, so how can you search? Like, I'm just supply chain planning, and this is for suppose we want to take a help. Okay, then how can you help that? Uh, so you can see that here, application help. Okay, so just click on here, application help, and you can, here is the help center. Okay, so you can see here so many link here, and like in supply chain manufacturing, supply chain planning, order management. Okay, so you can check, you can see all those important things, we can say that. Okay, and suppose you want to search any particular, for example, I just want to search demand plan. Okay, demand plan. So I just search it, then it's taking time little bit. Okay, so you can see that here, like run a demand plan, approve a demand plan. For example, I open a demand plan. Okay, here. So you can see that like this particular document open demand management document, and you can see that like all those things, like suppose you want to understand like how can we run the demand plan and its functionality, then you can go to search and search that particular thing, and you can see like that, like run a demand plan to generate forecast. When you run a demand plan, you can specify the scope of plan that you want to run. Okay, so these are the option, like suppose you want to run the demand plan, then these are the option like data refresh option, scope option, demand plan run option. Okay, and here some like when you try to refresh the option, I mean run the plan, then do not refresh with current data. What is the main, like select this option to run your plan with no change to demand, including no advancement of the plan start date. You also use this option for simulation planning, replace with selected current data, similarly replace with current data. So this is used for like all data, like it will replace full plan. Okay, like that. So you can see some other details. So yeah, uh, this is very important and very useful to understand. So yeah, so I think I just wanted to